Hello, and welcome to the coding curriculum. In these videos, we'll be following the story of Perez the Python and helping him by creating programs in the Python programming language to solve his problems. We'll also be covering the real-world application of the principles of programs you'll be writing, and answers to each problem will be explained at the start of the following lesson. This is Perez, a Python from Mexico. He owns a restaurant which is very popular with the locals. In fact, his restaurant is so successful that he thinks he might be able to go to China one day, a country he has always wanted to visit. He decides to use the tips he receives from his most expensive dish to fund his holiday. To motivate Perez, you will create a program that calculates how many meals Perez needs to sell, best case scenario, before reaching his target budget of £3,000. The program should go through a menu, find the most expensive meal and calculate how often it would have to be bought for Perez to be able to save at least £3,000 only using his tips. The tips for a meal is 15% of the meal's value. So if Perez would sell a meal worth £100, he would multiply 100 by 0.15, which gives you 15, and add £15 to his savings. This is an example of the menu that you will be presented with. Visit the website to download the menu you'll actually be working with. The first array, menu, represents the item on the menu. The second array, prices, represents the corresponding price for each item on the menu. The third array, tip, represents how much customers tip for each meal. We can easily see that the most expensive meal is £13, as the list is very short and the numbers are easy on the eye. But remember that you might be presented with a list with, say, 100 or 1,000 numbers, so it is important to have the program check each price in the list to find the most expensive one. The program should work in terms of menu, prices and tip, regardless of what values they have. Believe it or not, this kind of program would be very useful in the real world. Let's take a look at the stock market. To make a profit, you want to buy shares at a low price and sell shares at a high price. You could reuse this program to scan the list of buyers to find the highest bidder, and then work out how many shares you'd need to sell them to reach your desired profit. That's it for today's lesson. Good luck with your project, and Perez is excited to see what solution you will find to help him with his savings.